Welcome to the Viewsroom with Pfif and AWAC. I'm your host, Cat White, also known as AWAC, and I'm here with my co-host, Jim Pfiffer, aka Pfif, or as I like to call him, Pfif Daddy.
Hello.
In this episode, we are welcoming Melanie Wood, owner of Soul Ease Medical Massage and Mind Body Therapy in Corning, who's planning to thru-hike the Appalachian Trail from Maine to Georgia in June 2024. Welcome, Melanie. We're so excited you could join us.
Hey there, it's great to be here.
And Melanie, you and Jim know each other. This isn't the first time you're meeting, right?
It absolutely isn't. How do we know each other, Jim?
So she was doing a sample 5-minute chair massage, what, 4 years ago? 5 years ago?
It has to be 4 or 5 years ago.
And I was with my wife. It was downtown. I saw her, and it's one of those times, AWAC, where I just have this third eye, or this ability to see things in people. And I said, I got to get to know that woman. And I'm so glad that I did.
Wow, that's amazing. So how has she helped you?
Well, she's a massage therapist. And what's amazing about her, she's not just skillful and talented massage therapist, and she knows the body's anatomy and so on, but she knows so much about overall health, spiritual health, mental health. As you know, AWAC, I'm a retired reporter, so I ask lots of questions. I'm always asking questions. In over the 5 years we've been together, there's only 2 times that she couldn't answer the question. So she just, and plus she's become a good friend, which is wonderful. I'm blessed to have her. I truly love her as a person, but all the things that she can do, and the fact that she's going to hike the whole trail herself, and I think she's hiked and climbed most of the peaks in the Adirondacks so far.
So far, I've done a lot of the Adirondacks, but I completed the Catskills 3500 and all of the fire towers in the Catskills and Adirondack region.
And anyway, I really got to say so much for her business. It's not just her, but the other massage therapists. They're also skilled in different areas. It's a beautiful location. They just got a float tank that is wonderful. So everything you possibly need for your mental, your physical, your spiritual health is up there.
Well, one of the things
they're all just great people.
One of the things I wanted to ask Melanie is, in order to do this hike, you're going to be gone from your life that you've created, this business that you own, for 6 months. So how, that's, I guess, what part of Pfif is saying, that you have people that you can rely on, that you work with. But how has it been throughout that process with your business and your personal life, trying to prepare for this journey?
We're only as good as the people we surround ourselves with, right? Yeah. So I'm very blessed to have multiple people in my business that I can rely on to kind of take the reins while I'm away. My personal life, man, that's just been a process and practice of letting go and figuring out what is a priority and what is important. And I'm working towards creating the time freedom. I'm working towards relinquishing all of the material items that I have in my life. It'll be a complete reset button. I joke around, but it's actually true. I'm reducing my life to a backpack. And once I set foot on that trail, that's what I'll have, is the backpack and maybe, a tiny little storage unit with some sentimental items. But it truly is just being able to let go and say, okay, the people that I've known, the people that I trust, got this while I'm away, and the stuff doesn't matter.
Ooh, I admire that so much. I think it's really wonderful to be doing that. You think of of hiking the Appalachian Trail as something that you do when you get out of college, or you do instead of college maybe, but to have created this whole life that you've created, and a business, and you're very involved, I know, in the business community in the Southern Tier. So are you excited? Are you scared? What are you feeling right now that it's a year away?
All of the things, all of the emotions possible, I think. So life keeps shifting and life keeps happening for me. You know, even though I have this big goal in mind, I started the planning process about a year ago. So giving myself 2 years to plan for it and to get my body in shape, get my finances organized, train folks in the business so that they feel confident and can keep the charisma and the culture that helps a business grow, keep on keeping on.
Mhm.
And you know, you say scared. Well, sure. I mean, there's fear there about what, you know, it's more the fear of uncertainty about what happens afterwards. But even that is starting to fall into place a little bit. So um, it's just have this deep, deep trust in yourself that it's the right thing to do, and go for it, come what may.
And have you and Pfif ever hiked together?
We did.
Yeah, we did a hike up in Corning at Spencer Crest. Nothing compared to what she's doing. I mean, she's climbing the Alps, just wearing
Not
sandals,
quite.
and yeah,
No,
it's
not
amazing.
quite.
Anyway, here's one of the other things that I love about her. She is very well prepared for this. She's been training, she's knowledgeable, she has the right equipment. Um, her values, her priorities are straight. And the other skill she has is if she's not prepared, she can handle it. She can roll with the punches. She has that wonderful ability to not be afraid, and when the unknown comes, she deals with it, and it becomes known. I mean, I worry about her being a female and hiking alone, but then I think about it, it's magic. I don't have to worry about her. What she doesn't know, AWAC, because I go see her every 2 weeks for a massage, and I call her magic because that's what comes out of her fingers. What she doesn't know is I'm going to be meeting her along the trail, and I got a portable massage table, and she's going to be giving me massages every 2 weeks.
You know, I was going to
Fingernails.
I was going to suggest that you meet her at a point and hike with her, not make her work.
Well, I would love to do that. I think the closest she's going to be to me is going to be New Jersey. New York. So I'd love to figure that out. You know, she'll be able to get in touch with her via text. I'm assuming you're going to be FaceTiming, and people will be able to go online, see what you're doing and how you're making out, right?
Oh yeah, you know me. It's
Yeah,
all organized.
yeah,
It'll all
yeah,
be planned.
yeah.
People that I know and love and trust will be able to follow me. Um, some on a satellite tracker and some via updates that I do in a private Facebook group, or and I'm creating the, you know, the YouTube videos along the way too. So
I,
there will be information about how to get in touch with me and hike with me. I'd love that.
I was going to just mention that you do have a video podcast that's been following your training and your journey, Onward and Ongoing Hiking Story, that's on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, so you'll be keeping up with that periodically on your journey as well?
Yes. Yep. So that I started that to keep track of the Appalachian Trail, but I thought, why not just start now? And so some of my training videos are on there, what I'm doing to train. And also there's a 100-day challenge that we just completed. There was 137 people in a group that did a 100-day challenge with me. Just the goal to get outside every single day, no matter the weather, no matter what, and to accomplish personal goals that they had. So we did it. We got through all 100 days, and that's on YouTube.
I know. I was gonna mention that people should subscribe to your channel so that they could get the updates and kind of follow your journey along, because you really did start, what did you say, a year and a half ago?
Yeah, I started the countdown June 1st of last year, so
Okay.
June 1st of 2022. And you know, I of course thought about it, but that was the day of declaration, so to speak.
Ah, okay. And so, and that's going to be, is that when you're actually leaving in 2024?
My intention is June 1st, 2024, but it depends on when the mountain opens. I'll be starting in Maine, and Mount Katahdin might still have snow and freezing weather and not be in a safe condition yet. So we have to wait and see when the Appalachian Trail officials say it's okay to go up the mountains to get started.
Yeah, I'm sure Jim has more questions for you, but I do also want to say that you have at least one video on there that is in like winter sub-zero conditions, and I do not know how you did that. I'm amazed because at every stop, from the moment that I woke up in the morning to the time that I got the car to where you're gonna hike, I would be like, nope, nope, nope. I mean, it looks amazing. You have some incredible pictures on there, and you must feel so accomplished.
Well, it's a certain brand of crazy. I'll say that. It truly is. But once you're out there, you start to learn what your body's capable of and what your mindset is capable of. And every single hike is just one foot in front of the other. Doesn't matter what, you have the right gear, you have the right mindset, just one foot in front of the other. Sometimes it takes a little longer than others.
And Matt, what I like is that the knowledge, the experience that she gains in everything, she shares that with her clients. I'm really excited about what she's going to learn about herself, and how she's going to bring that back and help people like me when I have issues or problems, not just physically, but I can't do something like this. I can't walk through the whole trail like you can. That's what's amazing about her, and you strike me as a person that while you're well prepared and will do a good job, you like challenges. My fear is this, AWAC. She's going to get at the end of it. She's going to like it so much. She's going to keep going to Mexico, Central America, South America, and then she'll be down at the South Pole the next time I have to go down there and get a massage.
Well, thankfully she has good staff around, so you can, if she needs to take an extended hike, you'll be in good hands.
She does have good staff, but no one has the magic that she does. I know her well. She knows me well. Her fingers know my anatomy well.
You know each other intimately.
Yes, and we've talked about that before. Anyway, next to my wife, no one has touched my body as much. I'm trying to keep this above board, but it's just yes, it's intimated. That's important. You have to have that comfort level with a massage therapist, I think, for it to get everything you can out of it, and I do. And we have good conversations while I'm getting my massage. Every time when I get my massage, we play the Beach Boys song, "Good Vibration," because there's a line in there, I don't know where, but you send me there. And that's what happens when she gives me a massage. I get in that alpha state. I don't know where I'm going, but she sends me there. And so every time you hear that Beach Boys song, I think of her.
I was gonna say, I am also a proponent of a good massage therapist. I think it can do wonders for your body and your mind, and your spirit. And one of the things I always think about, Melanie, when I think about you going on this trail, is you being alone with your own mind for extended periods of time. And I'm wondering, like, are you prepared for that? Have you thought about that? I mean, I know that with the work that you do and the spirituality, with which you do your work, you're probably pretty grounded.
Well, not always. Those that know me know that I'm human just like everybody else when it comes to the mind. But yeah, I love going into the depths of my head. I mean, I wouldn't call myself a brooder necessarily, because it's more relentlessly optimistic than that. But I love to think, I love to process, I love to experience what the mind can do if you let your mind go. Like Jim will tell you, when he gets into that massage and into that meditative state, and you get clarity about things, you get peace about things,
yep.
You get curious and creative.
Yep.
So
creative, especially.
Very creative.
Yeah.
So if you enter something big like hiking the Appalachian Trail with the mindset that it's going to do wonders for your mind, then you just give yourself permission to have so much fun with it.
Imagine a follow up to what I said. After you do this, what do you learn about yourself, about hiking, about the human body, and so on? How's that going to benefit your clients when you come back?
Well, you just said I wasn't going to come back, Jim.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm putting the ideas in their subconscious. You're coming back. You're coming in.
Oh.
There is something about going into the woods and maybe not wanting to come back.
Oh, intentionally getting lost?
Yes.
No, any life experience with massage therapy is such a gift, really. It is. And not just me, but any massage therapist will tell you that their life experiences and what they learn personally does come through in their energy, in their hands, in the way that we'll just call it bedside manner, the way that clients trust and feel comfortable with them. And it's such a gift to be able to give thyself
Mm.
60, 90 minutes, 2 hours to somebody else with the full intention of it being their time to heal in whatever way that they need to. And I think that the more life experience and positive, rewarding, meaningful experiences that a massage therapist has, the more that they have to offer their clients just in their presence. You don't have to say a word.
Yeah.
It's just in their presence and in the way that you carry yourself and the grace that you learn. Yeah.
And the energy you have, that's the energy that you have.
Yes, and good. It's amazing. I mean, I can feel it when I'm next to her. Sometimes I can see it. It's almost like there's these little positive ions coming out of her body. It's wonderful. So, Maggie, for our listeners who don't know what force bathing is or never done it, talk to them a little bit about that.
Well, June 21st, is this going to air by June 21st?
Yes.
Oh, June 21st is National Naked Hiking Day.
Woohoo!
Oh, Lord.
No, it's not a requirement. Forest bathing just means going into nature with the intention of allowing surroundings to be of benefit to you and to clear whatever is happening mentally, physically. It's healing. So just imagine walking into the forest, you're smelling the green, you are feeling the texture of the dirt or the tree trunks, you have sunlight streaming all around you, and you're saying, okay, this forest is cleaning, cleansing, bathing me, my spirit, my life, all of me. Forest bathing it's known. Trees give off different chemicals into the air that can increase T cell production for your immune system. I mean, it's just there's science behind it. So
Also, I'm very curious about what name you're going to get. Again, for our listeners who don't know about hikers on the trail getting names, talk about that a little bit. And do you have any idea what name you're going to get? I bet you can share.
well, a trail name is gifted to you by your trail family or tramily, and it's usually something stupid that you do, but or something that you wear, so just whatever is going to become endearing about you. And I don't have an official trail name yet. I have hiked with somebody recently that said it should be Wild Child, but that's not quite it. Another person that has become very close to me recently says that it should be Flinch.
Flinch?
No, I'm not going to tell the story, guys. But there it is. And he will laugh when he hears this. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have to wait and see. You know, when I'm on the Appalachian Trail and the people that are pacing with me, they become my trail family. So hikers that hike about the same distance and per day and about the same time, you kind of hopscotch over each other. You become a trail family and you start to look out for each other. And we will all have trail names. It's tradition.
Oh, that's cool. I was going to ask,
Go ahead.
how many miles do you have to travel per day to complete the trail in the 6 months?
It's going to depend on the terrain, really. I think that in my head, I'm saying about 20 miles a day. Ooh. Some days it'll be 8, some days it'll be 0. We could take zeros. Some days it might be a little bit more. It depends on the section of trail, the terrain, how the body's doing. But in the hikes that I'm training, I'm trying to do some pretty hard, aggressive terrain between 15 and, well, we did 28 miles the other day. So have a 30 miler coming up pretty soon at the end of the month. So just it's all over the board, really. Hike your own hike. That's what we say.
Are you going to be hiking 8, 10, 12 hours a day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
And when it's all done, how do you think it will change you or benefit you? How will you be a different person?
I tend to work really fast in my life. I tend to process things quickly, think quickly, get a creative idea and take action on it. And it just comes through very, very quickly. So this is something, because it's a project that's going to take 4 to 6 months or however long it takes, it'll be one of the longest consistent things that I've done without being like, oh, I'm going to change it up and do it creatively this way, or oh, this is how I'm going to improve it. It'll be chop wood, carry water farming, and maybe ground me and help me to have, instead of like a linear growth, it'll be like a horizontal growth, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yeah. And Magic, I know you are a confident person. You can handle any challenges and you like challenges. But do you have one fear or one thing that you're concerned about on this trip? How will you overcome it? She's thinking, folks.
I'm thinking, right? Yeah,
I can hear gears
you
turning.
You can see all the cogs going. There's a lot to fear. You have to stay vigilant. I mean, we can just rattle off that, you know, if we're going to put ourselves in a fear mindset, there's animals, there's people, there's weather, there's my body getting injured, there's death, there's so many things to think about and stay vigilant about. So if I let myself go there, I could think about those and start fearing any of them.
Good answer. Perfect.
I think that I'm going to go into it taking responsible risks and allowing my intuition to tell me what's right or wrong each day and just do my best.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you're going to be carrying on your back, what you're going to be wearing?
Sure. So we can have tons of fun with the gear questions, but there won't be time for that today. Obviously a backpack. I'm not going to name off any brand names because I don't want to, we're not sponsored by anybody. But, you know, a hiking backpack and trekking poles and a lightweight tent and sleeping bag and sleeping pad and probably, you know, 5 to 10 pounds of food at a time, at least 3 liters of water at a time, plus a filter for water, maybe a little bit of cooking gear, extra clothes, because it can get cold at the top of those mountains, or it can get really hot. A bug net. I mean, there's just a whole laundry list of things that you cram into a pack that I hope stays around 20 pounds.
Speaking of laundry list, how do you do your laundry?
No. There are some people that they wear the same thing for 6 months, or you buy some new. Or no, there are hostels and hotels along the way that when you go into town, resupply for food or to receive packages, there's opportunity to go to a laundromat or use hostels laundry services. You can also take a shower at that time. So it's not all, you know, bathing in the creek, or it's actually not allowed. You don't want to ruin the water sources. Yeah.
So how many pounds are you going to be carrying on your back?
My goal is around 20, keep it at around 20.
Yeah,
There'll be a little bit more with more food.
Wow, that is not
Yeah.
light. Now, how many pairs of boots?
Well, I'm going to be wearing ultra marathon training trail running shoes, I guess you can call them. And I expect to go through about 5 pairs of those.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're taking 5 pairs with you?
No, you can have
I'm
them shipped.
going on a ship.
You can have them shipped to you. There's drop boxes, there's hostels that'll let you send packages, there's post offices that you can send things to, and you know, it is the day and age of Amazon. So
And folks, I think that's the other cool thing about it is I can send brownies to her. I can send chocolate chip cookies to her, stuff along the way to help to replenish her, which I think is cool. That while we're sitting here in our living rooms, she's out hiking the trail. We can be part of it and helping her out by sending stuff to her. You know, just sending her messages, giving her calls and stuff now and then.
Yeah, I think if I were to receive anything in the mail, it would be like an old-fashioned handwritten card or letter. That would be so motivating and inspiring to actually see somebody's handwriting and say, "You've got this, I'm proud of you." Like, the going is going to get tough. There's no doubt about it. So to see that there's people home that are truly inspired and taking the time to write something out, not just send me a text message or like, that would be neat to receive, I think.
Make
and I
note.
can share it with the other hikers too.
Yeah, for anyone who's listening or who listens in the future, make note. I'm sure you'll put it on social media somewhere, ways to get in touch with you, right?
Yep, there's the Onward and Ongoing Hiking Story Facebook page. And the page will have probably like an Excel spreadsheet file in it that will have a list of different mailing locations for things.
You know what I think about if I were to do it, and I'm quite certain that I couldn't. I think I'm in good physical shape. I know the outdoors well. I love being in the outdoors, but for me, mentally, to stay in that frame of mind, to stay positive and be enjoying it all the time, that would be the toughest battle for me. For 6 months to be doing the same thing, I would go crazy. I'm quite certain if I tried it, that I would end up giving up and say, "To hell with this! I want to go home." That's again one of the things that I respect and love about you is that mental strength that you have and perseverance. And I have no doubt that you will do it.
I have no doubt sitting here on your couch.
Yeah.
Let me get through it first.
Hey, Wack, you think you could do it?
No. I mean, I want to, like, there's a part of me, like I said, ever since I have heard about Melanie's plans and her story, I've been so interested and enthralled because there is a part of me that would love to do it. But I definitely what I was gonna say is when I see your videos and I see you out there, the ones that are in the rain or in the really, really cold temperatures, that's when I'm like, nope. The first time I ran into any getting rained on and then having to be in, no, I don't, no, I couldn't do it, but I wish I could.
So I know that we're running out of time, but I'll just really quickly, there's a difference in what I'm most learning about this journey, this trek and the training is that there's a big difference in resilience and anti-fragility. So we can face stress and we can be with stress all day long, every single day, and get up the next morning and say, I can do some more. And that's resilience, right? But
Yeah.
anti-fragility is saying I can do some more despite anything that's going on. And I'm going to remain strong and get stronger and grow every single time there's a challenge. So you start to look for challenges. You start to look for a little bit more and say, okay, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to go outside every single day, whether it's raining, snowing, windy, thunder and lightning, and I'm going to learn what it takes to be in that weather so that I am okay no matter what. So that's anti-fragility compared to resilience. And I think that's my intention is just to keep learning what that's like in my body, in my capacity. And everybody has that. Everybody has resilience and everybody has the capacity to be anti-fragile. Your story's just different. It's where you apply it.
Well, everybody has it, but being able to do it and to use it, and that's one of the things that I respected in you is that you're gonna have bad days and low days where you're gonna be feeling bad, but you have the ability, the perseverance and the strength to say, no, I'm going to keep going on and be able to do it. The other thing that really surprises me is you're going solo.
Yeah.
When I graduated from college, a buddy of mine biked across the United States. Great time, was one of the best things I ever did. But there were a few times when I wanted to quit and I wanted to go back. And if I didn't have him there, talk me on, keep me going, and me to do the same thing, to have someone to talk to, no way I would have been able to do it. So that's something else that amazes me about it. But at the same time, how much you're going to learn about yourself, spending all that time alone and being so proud of what you're accomplishing and what you do and how it's going to change you.
I think that I'm probably really going to wish for more alone time in reality. I have, like I said, we'll have the trail family that pops up, and you'll always have people that are hiking around you. You know, you'll have to make. I'm still going to bring the earplugs because people will still be snoring in those lean-tos. And I'm not alone. I have my community back home, like you, and I have folks that want to hike with me. I have a wonderful person in my life right now that wants to come be with me one weekend a month as he can. And so it's not really alone. And even if it was 6 months with just me on the trail, it still wouldn't be alone.
That's a good point.
It would never be alone.
So you're talking about these lead-tos. Explain those. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's structures that are built and placed along the way so that you can, they're wooden structures. So we saw one when we hiked at Spencer Crest. They're platforms with a roof, maybe a little fire pit there so that you can lay your sleeping bag and have a little bit of shelter away from the weather.
But there's going to be other people there.
There
They're
will be
usually
other
crowded,
people and
right?
rodents.
Right?
Rodents are
Yep,
big on the
I've read
Appalachian
about
Trail,
that.
so I will be sharing the night with some mice and potentially bears.
And I was gonna say our time is winding up, but that's a good place to end, is who your little sleeping bag buddies might be on your journey. And all of the critters that you're gonna be seeing along the way. I'm really jealous of that. I've seen some of your photos with deer and even the snakes and the birds, and it's gonna, I agree with Pipe. I think it's gonna be a really magical experience that changes you in some great ways that you can share with others.
I hope so. I'm excited for it.
And folks,
I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
And Jim's excited for you to get it all done so you can come back and give him massages.
Yeah.
that's right. But folks, I urge you to go pay a visit to Solis and meet Magic and her staff, and get a massage or try it out. But just to be able to talk to her and to discover all the skills and talents she has, and just what a wonderful. I am truly blessed to have her as a friend. It's one of the best things that's happened in my life. I want other people to have that and to experience that as well. It is a life-changing relationship I have with her. She's made me a better person. That's not many people can do that. And you know, AWAC, I need to be made a better person many times over.
Yes, I thank you, Melanie. That's like, that's very good. You're doing God's work just for that alone. And thank you so much for taking the time to join us for this episode. And if you want to keep up with Melanie's training as she prepares to thru-hike the Appalachian Trail, you can subscribe to her Onward and Ongoing Hiking Story video blog on YouTube, or check out her page on southerntourlife.com. And you can find Pipe's humor columns on Facebook, on his Full of Wit blog, and at southerntourlife.com's comedy shop page. Also, I just want to take a moment to thank our sponsors, Reed Media Group Radio and Black Cat Media. As always, we appreciate the support. Thanks so much for joining us, and we hope you'll come back and see us again. And good luck to you, Melanie, on your journey.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on here. I appreciate it.
Thanks, folks.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you.